Hey guys, how's it going? So I figured to kind of start off this review, I played this game a lot back in the day, like during my childhood or whatever, and I just want to clarify that I'm playing the PS2 version versus the GameCube and the original Xbox version. There's kind of a huge difference, but I'll explain that later. And yeah, let's just get started with the video.
Just cut to the chase in the most wanted cars. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. Rated E for everyone.
EA Games.
When you start off Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, so you have two game options: Championship and Hot Pursuit. Championship is just racing, while Hot Pursuit is mostly racing with cops. You even get to be a cop at some point. Now, in my opinion, cops add a bit of intensity. They they will go through everything to hunt you down. They don't even care about civilians. They will run civilians down to catch you. They will add in roadblocks, spikes. They will add in helicopters that throw in bombs. This game is really intense. And I guess this is kind of unfortunate, but when you get caught by a cop, you have a three strike rule. However, in the GameCube and the original Xbox version, you don't. Now, the difference between the PS2 and the original Xbox and GameCube version of Hot Pursuit 2 is they're made by different developers. PS2 version was made by a Black Box, while the original Xbox and GameCube version was made by EA Seattle. Now, the difference is the GameCube and original Xbox version got lower scores, and they're missing some levels from the PS2 version. Unfortunately for me, I grew up with the GameCube version, and that was the version I wanted, but unfortunately I didn't get it. But that's beyond the point, and that's mostly the difference, I guess. Another small thing I want to bring up about Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 is the car list. If you're a car guy like myself, this car list is fucking great. If you're into exotics, Lamborghini, stuff like that, this game is fucking perfect for like early 2000s exotic cars like the Ferrari F50 or the Mercedes CLK or the BMW Z8 or the Vauxhall VX220. Now, I love these cars. The only issue is the rubber banding. Now, let's just say, cop detects you. If you're driving in a Ferrari F50, you should be able to escape that cop pretty easily. But of course, with the rubber banding, that's not gonna happen. The rubber banding is kind of ridiculous, and I understand it. I understand why it happens, because if the cop is in a Crown Vic and you're in a F50, you're gonna be gone pretty quick. I understand it. It's just pretty ridiculous sometimes. But I do want to go into cops for just about a quick second. Now I want to revisit this. Now, like I said, cops. They'll bring in the roadblocks, helicopters, bombs, missiles. They will do everything in their power to stop you. There's no better feeling than going down the highway at 400 miles per hour with the cop right behind you, hitting corners, hitting slides, putting cops in traps, stuff like that. Overall, the game is fun when you add cops, so that's just my opinion. You have options if you want to race or if you want to add cops. I feel like that's a good variety. But when you play as a cop, it's a different story. Now, in my opinion, when you play as cops, it's kind of bare bones. You just tag racers and that's it. If they were to flesh it out a little bit, it would be a lot more fun to be like, hey, call in the helicopter, bring in road spikes, bring in this, bring in that. When you play as a cop, it's really bare bones in my opinion. Overall, this game is a gem. If you grew up with this game, you're gonna love it again. If you don't know what Need for Speed is and you just want to know what it is, this game is a perfect example of what Need for Speed is and what it should be. We don't talk about that one though. But this Need for Speed is great. I love this game. It's awesome. brings back a lot of memories, and yeah. Although I think there's one thing I forgot to talk about. The fuck was that noise? I swear I just heard something. What the fuck was that? Am I going crazy? I swear I'm hearing something. What is that? Yep, I swear I'm going fucking insane. But this game has a great soundtrack with songs like Fever the Flavor and other songs like that. It's just like when you're going 600 miles per hour with cops on your ass, and you're just hearing that rock, that music, you're just speeding down highways. It just brings back good feelings from back in the day. I used to play this game all the time as a kid, and man, those are good times. But that's really besides the point. That doesn't really matter. Overall, I think you should play this game, even if you've never played a Need for Speed game in your life. This should be the Need for Speed game that you play. Don't play the Underground series. Don't play any of the newer ones. Play this one first over everything. Shout out to you if you made it this far into the video. You're a fucking champ for that. But I guess that's really all I have to say about this game, man. It's a classic in my opinion. It's good to go back to, and yeah, I highly suggest you guys pick this up. This has to be in everybody's game collection, I think, because this game is just perfect. It's kind of like that perfect Need for Speed. It's just missing a few other things, it just needs a bit of improvement. It's perfect. It's golden. But yeah, that's really all I have to say. I guess see you guys later. Peace.